There was never a more bitter cold than the chill Endry felt on this night. Cool seawater trailed behind him in Giara, dripping from his being as their feet pounded on the stone of the remaining sea wall. Steam wafted from his shoulders and the top of his head as the man exuded visual warmth. Kiara's fingernails, keratin as beautifully pale as her aloe hair, glimmered in the moonlight and dug into Endry's hand. The two ran side by side away from the city engulfed by the sea. Moonlight wafted above, guiding their footsteps around the flooding city as street lamps before them were washed away by the sea beast's domain. The northern district of the city lay just ahead, over a small bridge that protected it from the flooding. Endry found Claren in front of the wagon that served both as his and Rokel's business and home. The large man maintained the fire that sat in the center of the circle of similar wagons. Unlike the city behind them, this place seemed untouched, the residents undisturbed from the night's events. Without hesitation, the giant of a man, the largest Kiara had ever seen, relinquished his fur covering to Endry as he sat by the fire. The thick fabric smelled of smoked wood and pine. The child shivered, nestled beneath it next to her keeper as her eyes quickly grew tired staring into the glowing embers. Despite the chilled complexion, she felt comforted, warm in his embrace. The rhythmic rising and falling of Endry's chest rocked the girl to sleep. The woolly giant whispered, his words carrying across the fire, as if he were in Endry's ear. Child with dreams can thrive in the blackest of nights. The fire crackled, the embers glowing red as the city proper, just over the bridge, was finally waking up to the status quo the citizens had thought was long past. Hollow shouts echoed from the destruction as Endry stared into the flames and contemplated what he was accountable for. Pioneers, the leaders of this city were bastards, segregationist and cruel, or at least the ones he had seen. Oreo was built off of the blood of innocents and the bones of creatures ancient, and with a claim to the sea older than the men and aloe founders who claimed the land. Did the inheritors deserve to die? Maybe not, but if they wanted a future, they would have to build it themselves.